Hi everyone, welcome. It's Monday night, 8 p.m. Eastern, so it's time for Stamping with Denise. I'm so glad you're here with me tonight. I'm glad to be here with you. Here in the U.S., we just came off of a big weekend. Thursday was Thanksgiving, the start of the holiday season. Friday was Black Friday. Saturday was Small Business Saturday. Today is Cyber Monday. And have you started your Christmas cards yet? And your Christmas projects? If not, you need to get going. Time is running short. We only have, maybe 3 weeks till Christmas, something like that. So, anyway, I'm so glad you're here. If you're watching on Facebook, welcome. Please, if you like my video, would you share my video and comment share down in the comments? And if so, you'll be entered into a drawing to win the project I work on tonight. That's from everybody that comments shared down in the comments. Last week I made this really cute card that looks like a gift. See that? Look at that. Isn't that cute? Oops. There we go. It goes back in like that. And because she shared and her name was randomly drawn, Mary Wilson will get this card. So Mary, I will get this out to you within the next couple days. So thank you so much. If you can't share, I understand. Would you at least give my video a heart? I'd appreciate it. Facebook likes the hearts much better than it likes the thumbs up. So if you'll do that, I would appreciate it. And if you're watching on YouTube, welcome. Please subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so already. And once you do that, click the little blue bell and you'll be notified whenever I upload a new video. And that's most every Monday evening. Okay, so that being said, I have a fun card to show you tonight. It's one, I probably did it like 3 or 4 years ago, but I thought it was time to bring it back. You know, sometimes you gotta recycle stuff because you forget. And I went back and looked at old videos. I'm like, I like that one. I'm going to do that one. So I'm going to switch to my hands and then we will get started. Okay, so the card that we are going to make tonight is this card. This is called a split panel card. Okay, look at that. Isn't that cute? And it's really simple. It looks kind of complicated, but if you follow my directions, it's not hard at all. First of all, before we get started, I'm going to talk about the designer series paper we're using. And it is the, what is it? A Walk in the Forest. My pack's pretty much shot, but this is the paper. It's in the, what page is this? It's in the very front of the catalog, like 3, 4, 5, page 5. Yeah, oh, there it is, page 5. It's got some great designs, some great colors, and Stamping Up donates some of the profits of this to a charity. This is for, they'll donate $3 to support organizations dedicated to spreading cheer and providing support to those in need. So look at that. You get some great designer series paper and you get to donate to a cause. One of the cool things that Stampin' Up! Does a lot is lets our dies coordinate with images in their designer series paper. So like the bear that's in here, you can see the bear punch coordinates with it. Look at that. Isn't that cute? The trees that this tree here, I got some other trees around here too. I don't know where they're at, but they coordinate with these dies, and that's what I'll be using tonight is the Merriest trees dies. But anyway, I wanted to bring that, show you that paper. As of last night when I planned this project, everything I'm using was still available, but it's the last chance list. Things are retiring out of the catalog. So please, if there's something you want, please go get it right now. This is my website to shop with. If your order is less than $150 before shipping and tax, please use my host code. If it's $150 or more, then don't, because you'll get free product. Okay, so let's start out here. This is a piece of Pretty Peacock Designer Series paper, and this is 11 by 4 1/4. See, this is an 8.5 by 11 piece of paper, and usually I cut it here and fold it in half to make a card, but in this case, we're cutting it long ways, and that's what gives us this cool, the ability to make this cool panel. Now, you can also cut it this way and fold the paper, or, you know, orient it the other way too, but I like this way. Okay, so we're gonna start out here, get our Stampin' Up! Trimmer, and we have our blade. I'm gonna get that out of the way because I don't wanna cut right now, I'm gonna score. I have a hard time when I'm using a piece this long to get a good fold. So I'm going to use the scoring tool that's on this, and I am going to score this at 5.5. That's half of 11. So there we go. Now remember, you know, see here you have the valley side. Here is the mountain side. Do you remember which way to fold it? Do you fold it toward the valley, or do you fold it toward the mountain? You fold it toward the mountain. Okay, just like that. Okay, let me get my bone folder here, and I will go ahead and fold that right there. Okay, there we go. So now we are going to cut. Watch what I'm cutting. It's not hard, I just want to make sure you understand because it could be a bit confusing. So, whatever side, whoops, I froze here. There we go, I'm back. I froze for a second. Whatever side is the front, that's what you're going to cut on. So you're going to cut at 1 3/4 inches. You're going to take that off of there. And then you're going to cut at, with that, on that same piece, you're going to cut 2 inches off, okay? This piece you're going to use for the bottom piece. This is going to be that piece. But this we have to trim down. This is 2 by 4 1/4, and we want it at 2 by 4. Okay, there we go. Now we're done with this, and put this away. And something that'll make this easier for you to follow along is I'll go ahead and put the Designer Series paper on our cards. Let's see. Let me get my seal. And we'll go ahead and put this on here. Whatever the size your pieces are, that's the size, or your Designer Series paper is 1/4 inch smaller on each dimension. So if this piece of cardstock's 2 by 4, that means the Designer Series paper is 1 3/4 by 3 3/4. Okay. So that's what this is. These pieces here are 1.5 by 4. Put that right there. That'll be the bottom piece. And this will be the top piece. Okay, now it'll make it much easier to see things, so you'll know what goes where. Then we have a piece of white for the inside, and again, this is 4 by 5 1/4. We're going to put that right inside here. So far it's not too hard, is it? Okay, we put this right here. And this will also help you see better, give you better contrast for when we're putting this all together. Okay. So remember, you're going to put this right down here because this is going to be your bottom section right here. See, look at that. Ah, there we go. It's going to be that section right here. And this is going to go right on top of here. Now you only want to put adhesive on the very top and the very bottom because you don't want it to stick to this, okay? So we're going to put some seal right down here and right up here. Again, when you're planning this out, you have to watch the direction of your pattern of your paper. Okay, let's see here. Get that lined up. It's not hard. I just want to make sure everything's straight. There we go. Just like that. That's easy enough. Okay, the next thing I'm going to do is stamp. I'm going to put our sentiment right in here. And I wanted something square that would kind of fit in there, so I pulled the Warm Wishes out of the Beary Cute stamp set. This is the one that coordinates with the bear. Remember, I talked about how the punch will punch out the bear in this designer series paper. So I'm going to use Pretty Peacock for my ink. And I love Pretty Peacock. I'm so glad that Stampin' Up! Brought it back. It was a in color a couple of years ago, a few years back. And then when they did this last color refresh, hold on here, let me get this straight. When they did a color refresh, they brought it back because it was so popular. There we go. Warm Wishes. It's a little higher than I wanted it, but it's okay. Nobody knows that but me. Okay. Now we are going to work on our tree. And put my... Okay. Let me find that piece of designer series paper. So remember I was showing you how many of these can be cut out with our dies. That piece is out of there, so I'm going to use this die to cut this one out. But if you look at this one, the smaller die, can cut that one out. The biggest die could cut that one out. Isn't that great? Or if you wanted this tree but not all of it, you could use this die up here too. And it's not as good, but you know what I would do? I would cut it out with the big one and then cut the bottom part off is what I would do. So anyway, that's why I say look and watch, because a lot of times you cut images out of the designer series paper, okay? So let me set this off to the side. Let me pull in my mini stamping cut and emboss machine. Let me set this right over here for now. I'm going to get my die centered on my image. Just like that. Isn't that great? There we go. And see, remember I store my plates this way. It helps keep them flat. They don't curl quite as much. These were pretty curved and kind of a problem, and because I hadn't been storing them that way, and then I just decided to go ahead and do it, and they did flatten out. Now they don't always flatten out completely, but at least they do flatten out somewhat. Okay, so there is our tree. Let me get the tape off of this die. I like to put my dies back pretty quickly because I don't like to misplace them at all. Okay, whoops, let me grab my dimensionals. Okay, so I put this on dimensionals here. I like to put one that's kind of narrow up at the top to give that some extra support. If I was using heavier paper like cardstock, I probably wouldn't have to, but I like to do this. And remember that, not to put adhesive stuff too far on the outside, because then it'll stick to your white, and we don't want that. So, and I use every bit of these dimensionals. Do you? I do. I use the edges. I cut them. These are already cut. I don't know if you can see them, so I can just pull them off if I need them. So, like I said, when I put this project together yesterday, all of these items were still available. But you know how it goes when last chance products get announced. Sometimes things go pretty quickly. So please, if there's something you want, don't wait. There's the link to shop with me. Okay, so now I am using the adhesive backed glitter sequins to give this card some bling. See, look at those. I didn't know if you could see them on there. I used the silver white ones. This shade of green, which is more like Granny Apple Green, doesn't really, I don't feel like goes with this color palette. So that's why I'm using these. And I suppose I could throw some blue ones on there, but not today. I'm going with all the silvery white ones. So I'm going to just throw these on here. And these embellishments are retiring too, and I think they're so pretty. I wish they were staying around, but get one more over here. There we go. And really, that is it. I feel like oh, I know what I'm forgetting. Now look what I did on the inside. These are not stamps. These are images from the designer series paper. Okay. So I'm going to see what I can find here that I can maybe cut out and use. How about this one here? And again, I'm not doing it too fancy. I'm just kind of taking it close. Because especially if you're using a white piece of paper for your insert, I don't think it's too bad. Let's see. I'm gonna put another little tree or two on here. Let's see. Maybe I can do these here. I haven't done like this. I'll show you. This has got a little bit of brown. I'm gonna call it like land, for lack of a better. Kind of grounds it. See, I thought I was finishing too quickly. Now, you don't have to do this, and I don't do this often, but I saw these little trees when I was cutting out, when I was making my original one. Like, that would be cool. Now, I have not used one that has this little piece of brown landscape. So those are cute there. Let me get that out of the way. I do need this again. So I'll put one up here. The only thing I want to make sure is that it doesn't show on the front when it's closed, okay? So I'll put one here, and I think this will look really nice down in the bottom corner. Okay, there we go. Let me see if I can show you here. Bring it down. There you go. And then this one looks like that. So I think they're kind of cute that way. Okay, so now we are done. Please, if there's anything you're looking for and you can't find it, let me know. I'll be glad to help you. My store's open 24/7. And again, thank you so much for joining me tonight, and I will see you next Monday night at 8 p.m. Eastern for Stamping with Denise. Bye now.